for July 14th, 23. So, I had an interesting time and everything, and, even the arguments with my daughter's mother. Yeah, son, he's doing good. I get to see him. He's having a good time. Um, he's, he still hits himself at times. Um, one one thing he did earlier was he winds up getting a red mark, and his mom and his mom and aunt, even asked me about it. One separate, the other together. So it's like, okay, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, what was he doing, this whole time? So I'm, listening off. I actually forgot to mention that he fell off the couch, but he didn't hit his head. At least I didn't see him hit his head. So, that's that. I probably could say something now, but um, it's just um, I don't think that was relevant. It's not like he really hurt himself or anything like that. Um, so it is what it is there. Um, Alright. Yeah, I'm using the thing so that way, so Young and everyone else can hear me, and if they have anything they want to say, they can just say it to me. I can just play it back. I know it's like counterintuitive in some respects. Yeah, Young. Yeah. Did you get mine back? All right. So what happened is I did the first live, but since I got a phone call, I turned around and deleted it because it was recording the whole thing. So I'm like, here, let me get this, and I'll just do that. So that's what I'm doing right now is redo. Um, huh? Can you hear me now? Do you want me to raise my voice a little bit so that way it helps you? Yeah. So like that was going on and stuff. I mean, he did go in his playpen. He was playing. I mean, being his regular self. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, because you're in my head. That sounds wrong, but I'm just saying. I wonder if this is even going to be any good because I'm used to. I got this mixed berry. Um, Looks good. Um, I'm going to see how it is. I mean, it's good. I like the tea a lot better though. I think tea and this together would be probably a lot better. But but yeah, and then after that, and then I get drama with my daughter's mom. So it's like one of those full days of everything. So it apparently we've got a deal going on. So I'm gonna be seeing my daughter. It's gonna be over here for like Friday, Sunday, Monday, and then the next week it's gonna be over at the grandmother's for a day or so. Um, and then that's that. Um, and if she, I don't know how many we're gonna miss, but if it goes to where it's missing a lot, and there's no good reasons, because in the court order, it does matter. She has to get her to the spot, or spots. but in this one. But anyhow, and then she missed so many, and then obviously I'm gonna document them, either on here or um, and or write down in the book. Watch the video, dude. Of my ex not showing up like she's supposed to, especially with this new deal. And if we count it, this will be the fifth, if we're gonna do it that way. Like I said, the judge is already done with her ball. Definitely. Then I did get an interesting one with the grandmother, thinking that if her daughter loses custody, I'm not going to get custody, but she will. Which is not going to be the case. And that, but because the father, something happens where the mom can't do it, or she's not around anymore, or God forbid she passes, then it goes to the father. And then if he can't do it, then it would go to the family. And then from the family, if they can't do it, it would be like the friend of the family type of deal. Then it would go to them. And then after that, and this is if it still continues to do like it's supposed to, then it would be child protective type of deal. They'll put her in the spot. Which is kind of funny because she had five, I mean, as far as I know, she still has 5 cases on her. And that's the kicker in all this. I haven't heard anything back from that, of what they're gonna do. But yeah. So that's going on too. Yeah? Yeah. I know that. Well, you know what the funnier thing in all that, dudes? The judge was so pissed at her, especially when she lied a whole bunch on the stand. That's the thing. No, she was dumb enough to do it multiple times. What? All right, Aim. Oh yeah, yeah. Zombies are interesting. Oh yeah, I remember where there used to be like glitch spots, like where you could literally stay right there, and you could have like a shield, or I mean, you could probably have the shield, but you could have like a whole bunch of other stuff, and you could stay right on there. If you had the melee weapons, there was a good spot to be at, and they hardly damage you, and they fixed it. Then there was another spot like it too, but I don't know if they fixed it. But they do throw their guts and stuff at you, which is kind of funny. Young, since you're playing Call of Duty, Cold War. Um, but yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're in hot water. Yeah. Well, I forget the dude's name. Uh, but was it Stan or whatever, the tool man? He's the one who would watch you play. I mean, he's a good player, but he would watch you play. Like, he would literally die on purpose to watch you play. And then he would say, yeah, that's him, Tim the Tap Man, yeah. So, the friend he had was basically saying, leave the kids alone, and it was part of this transgender nonsense. And it's funny because I do remember watching a video. I don't know if it was transgender, But the person literally said, "We're coming after your kids." And I remember seeing that, and I'm like, dude, that's like BS. I mean, how many people? I mean, with the right mind. I mean, you're coming after my kids. You might want to supply your body bag, But so anyhow, so yeah, so it came out like that. And here's the funny one: how many of you guys saw South Park? Okay, 9 years ago, right? I don't know about to the day, but 9 years ago, they had a thing for transgender, and guess what? Where are we at right now? We're at it right now with the transgender. So it's just kind of interesting how 9 years ago they were talking about this transgender stuff, and here we are, 9 years later. It's interesting. Uh, yeah, yeah, and it's not. I mean, Jetsons is called stuff. I don't know about Scooby Doo. Yeah, Simpsons, Family Guy too. I mean, a lot of cartoons now. I mean, we look at them like they're like old and they're kind of stupid. But a lot of the stuff they've actually called it. I mean, it's compared. I can give you one right now. Someone had drugs in the White House, and they can't find who it is. Um, but his last name is Biden, and his first name is Hunter. Pretty much known for doing drugs, and it was cocaine that they found. Now, when they first said where they found it, would be where it was the library, and the only people who are allowed in that spot, other than the Secret Service, obviously, would be the president and the family, or and maybe some friends that was there. But they turned around and switched it to over somewhere else, and it's kind of funny because that spot, if it was there, there's cameras, a lot of cameras there. I mean, you could probably they could probably tell you if you had a damn gun on you. Where all the cameras and stuff. So if this thing was legitly there where they find that dime of coke, oh yeah, they know who it was. No doubt. Now here's another one you might not have known. They actually found weed there too, in the White House, on a couple of occasions that I remember. And I find that very interesting. I mean, the White House. Think about it. Most secured spot, other than probably Fort Knox, and the army bases and that. You're telling me that you cannot tell us who did this. Hunter Biden and his dad were under money laundering and what do you call it? We're extortion with Ukraine. And there's 17 audios when it comes to that. Oh yeah, that distraction part of that is a pain in the butt. A lot of people do it like when it's like tier 10 or so that way they can get out quick. Only a few diehards go longer and really far. I think we got to 15 or 30, I think once or twice, and then it glitched on us. So we got out, but yet we didn't get out, which was stupid. Yeah, that was on zombies. But anyhow, going back to this. Yeah. So going back to this. Yeah, so I don't know. I would have to say the one where you're in the movie theater, the original one though, Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, I like that spot. Good map. They did a redo on it, which was good too. But I just like the original because that was really nice. Because there was a spot if you had the dog part right, you could go to this one like on the side, and I think you could do it up the stairs. I think it was just for the stairs part. But if you were right there, the dogs really didn't bother you. They like sit right there, and they were good dogs. You know what I mean? But yeah, no. But going back to Hunter Biden, I mean, there's a lot of things out there. He's done. I mean, if he wasn't Biden's son, and he was President Trump's son or family members, we would be hearing it on the 5 o'clock. We would be hearing it on probably a lot of stations, a lot of news stations. But when it comes to Hunter and a lot of his stuff, you might get a trickle, maybe, which I find is very interesting when it comes to that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I know. Like Pelosi's son did something wrong. He was with Hunter, I believe, as well, and a few other of them were it. Let's talk about this for ice cream standards. Pelosi, no offense, and I hope she sees this part. You spent a lot on ice cream for nothing. Yeah, I can't even hear her say crap. That's what. Never mind. But but yeah, no, it's just like interesting and everything. Are you having fun with that Slinky now? Oh, you're astro. You're getting the hell out. Yeah, I'm on live, so dude, you gotta send that to me. Actually, you know what that does remind me with with Pelosi. I wonder what happened to Mr. Pelosi and the person that attacked him. Um, because I really question. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to her and that, and when it comes to the extreme left, no offense, I can't trust them. To me, they're just talking because a lot of the times they talk right out of their ass. You can't even tell which one is which. Um, Perfect example. I mean, we all have a Second Amendment here, but according to them, a semi-auto is a full auto rifle, and it's not. It's not a full auto. How about that? All right. Well, I don't want to put it too close. Um. So yeah. So when it comes to like that, it's just like, hold on. You're telling me from a person that's protected by guns that want to enforce other people that are not protected like you're protected, that we should suffer because you guys want to be idiots. And that's all pretty much is control. Let's see here. Now, the stats are on this is pretty much more than they want to say, but most of the shootings, like mass shootings and all that, good people with a gun solved that problem pretty quickly. They killed the person and being the problem. Yeah, they'll shoot them. And pretty much with no casualties. To little to no casualties. Well, yeah, I mean, other than the bad guy, yeah. But other than that, the only casualties from the idiot that was shooting in the first place. Which is interesting And here's another one. Out of all the states in that, which ones are the highest crimes? Democrat run. That Democrat run has more, like Chicago and that, and I think even where I am at in New York, it is getting up there, or has been up there. But I find that interesting. But you have these other spots that allow guns, or I mean, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Like I can tell you, if you turn around and put a bump stock and everything, it's not making the gun full auto. You can put a pistol brace on there. It's not making the gun shoot faster. The velocity is the same. Everything's the same. I mean, it might make it a little bit more accurate. No, they're the same. What? Yeah, they are. So yeah, semi and full auto. No, semi-auto is you pull the trigger, that bullet goes out. Now it might do a rechamber, but it's not gonna go off again unless you pull the trigger. Yeah, it's still semi-auto. No, it isn't. No, automatic. Right, automatic is, yeah, it's gonna keep on firing. Yeah, it's gonna be reload. Yeah, automatic reload. Yeah, but it's not like you're gonna pull the trigger. And when, yeah, no, it's semi-auto. Yeah, but Rez is wrong. Dude, I've fired guns. I can tell you, you can legally have full autos. Probably be the trigger pull. One you hold down the trigger, and the other one you don't. That's full auto. Well, that's the thing we had with the other. Right now, yeah, that's the full auto. You're right there, blood. Yeah, that's semi-auto. But for a full auto, nothing. It should be nothing because okay. So the difference between, we already know what semi-auto is. So full auto and whatever they want to term is once you hold the trigger, right? Now the thing can do the cycling of the reload. All right, whatever. But pretty much are the same. It's just when you hold the trigger down, if it's a full auto, it's going to keep on going until the gun jams, you're out of ammo, or, well, which would be part of malfunction. So that's the difference with the full auto and semi. Yeah, I mean, and now the thing is, you can own a full auto, fully automatic. You can own it. You have to fill out paperwork and all that. and the guns are damn expensive. But here's the thing. Oh yeah, you have bolt action, and then I mean, I got a shotgun. You just it's a breacher. You put the round in, and then you pull it back. I can do the same thing with my lever action. Anyhow, so the Hughes Amendment, and I forget it might have been in one of my videos. The the thing stopped at a certain time. Well, legally, that has no bearings. No, because under shall not infringe, that's actually kicked. It's technically would be kicked because um, that's not right. I mean, as long as I'm not harming an innocent person with the gun, and this is not just me, this is anyone. They don't have the leg to stand on. They have nothing to do. They can say whatever they want, but under the Constitution and the Second Amendment, shall not be infringed, and that literally means they have no say. So that Hughes Amendment that they had get kicked. Technically, yeah, you can have those. You can have those. Now, if you turn around and shoot innocent people and everything, yeah, understandable. You should be stopped. But if you're not doing anything wrong with them, God forbid someone breaks in your... Dude, that probably be the weirdest way to go. Dude, I broke into this dude's house and he had a shot-off shotgun and he blew my ass away. Or, he shot me with it. And I happen to die or not. There was it Roby Way, I think it was, Ridge. The dude did that, and here's the kicker in all this: the FBI was in trouble for it. Technically, got in trouble for it after the fact because the mother was already dead, and everyone's trying to call for the mother, and a lot of people shouldn't even died in that. So what happened was an FBI agent talked to this dude. He didn't want to be around government anymore. He used to be, I think he was like a Navy, not a Navy SEAL, but he was like in the Special Forces type of deal, of what I remember of it, or something to that effect. Anyhow, he was in the Green Beret, I think he was. Anyhow, so he was in there, he got out, and he was a Christian and everything. He was like, I'm done with all this BS. So he turned around and he did talk to like the skinheads and that. Now he didn't believe on all their points, but there was points he did believe with, and they did, communicate with each other. So one of the times, an FBI agent talked this dude, which happened to be this person, into cutting, I think it was like 2 shotguns down. And then they wind up charging him for it. And, the way the person was, and which I don't blame him, and a lot of probably gun owners won't blame him either, it was like, dude, these guys were overstepping. And they were. I mean, they caused their own problem. Anyhow, so their dog got killed. After that, one of the kids got killed. And that kid, actually, before he died, shot one of the dudes. And I think he killed him. Which is rightfully so. He should have. That dude should have been dead. There was no reason for them to go up to this mountain, which it was his own, the people's own property. Like, they own the mountain. So they trespassed onto this mountain. Yeah, there was no reason for these people to be there. And I don't think they should have died, other than, look, you turn around and do things you shouldn't have. You shot a dog that you had no right to shoot. You're encroaching on someone else's property. You had no really legit business being there. Really, in the fact you didn't. You're trespassing on people's... Yeah. the one of the officers shot the dog, and the kid saw this and turned around and put one right in the dude's chest, I think, or in the head, one of the two. Yup, killed the cop, or severely injured him, and that was the kid. And then the one of the officers turned around and shot the kid, and everything. They even shot the mom and everything, and they literally tried to, oh, try to plead for her sympathy. She was fucking dead because of these idiots. And they knew it. That's the thing. They knew it. So after everything said and done, um, the family actually got money for it. No, it doesn't bring anyone back. So what they should have done is they should arrest all those officers and that was there on the scene for capital murder and had it stick. And all that. And that would have solved the problem. And then there was another one. It was like Ruby Ridge. I think it was the Dominion Republic or whatever. Yeah, the Dominican. Yeah, it was the Dominican. Same thing happened there too, pretty much. Except for I don't think you had any survivors. Yeah, this one's. Yeah, I know. I had a hunch you were going there. No, there's like other things that's been going on too. Okay. It was an undercover. And kept on selling. Nice. I'm pretty sure why he just obviously just got out of jail for. He got arrested for attempted murder. And no offense to all, no offense, but what I've seen and everything, and I've dealt with. Okay, you figured out who it was. Okay. Okay, like a complex. So then, Yeah, to protect himself. Yeah, no, that's fine. There was actually the helmet. Oh, that dude, that's lucky. Dude, that's lucky. Oh, shit, no way. Yeah, no, yeah, and so yeah, no, yeah, that's justified. They can count it all they want. That's justified. If you're, he should have gotten nothing. It doesn't matter. It, yeah, that does, young. That does not matter. If someone breaks into your house, you have the right to defend yourself. He, well, there was a case, young, and I'll tell you, there was a case where a police chief turned around and broke into someone's house, and he got met. I think it was with a shotgun. He did not survive. No, he broke into some dude's house, and wound up paying for it, rightfully so. No, like a lot of that stuff. I mean, a lot of the the people getting shot when they shouldn't get shot and all that. And this is by the cops shooting the people, and that no, they shouldn't have a badge. And if they do anything like that, they should be automatically arrested for murder. I mean, that's yeah. And the kid wasn't. Yeah, the kid wasn't doing anything wrong, and he wasn't even in the wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff, and I'm not saying old cops are bad. I'm not saying that. There's some good cops out there. There really are. But nowadays and all that, I won't even trust them. And that's the thing. I won't even. And here's the thing, young. I won't even trust the cops nowadays because a lot of them, no offense, you can be right out. You can watch the whole thing, and someone shoots someone, you're a gun owner, you can literally take the person out. Now, if a cop shoots a person, it should never be done, never be killed, you're screwed. No, that person should be screwed if there's no reason for that person to be killed. But I mean, the corruption goes even to the FBI. I mean, they had a whole bunch of stuff on Hunter and everything else, and they turn around and go after Trump. Now, I'm not saying Trump's policies are probably always good and all that, but I'm just saying, look, let's see who's really doing the crimes here. You got Joe Biden in that, Hillary Clinton and everything. And here's the thing. With the classified documents, he can unclassify them because he was president, and he did so. Biden wasn't president yet. He was vice president, and he had stuff from when he was like Pelosi and that, when he was in Congress. And he was never supposed to have. That's the thing. He was never supposed to have that crap. Now, he could look at it and stuff, for that. That's fine. But no, he turned around and literally had stuff. And then you have Trump listening and putting, they were already secured where he had the documents. And the FBI told him to put another lock on. And he did so. So, who's really done wrong? Biden's done wrong, yet has done it very well done wrong. You have extortion and a whole bunch of other stuff. But you also got the FBI too. Because they're also protecting the Bidens. They also protect Hillary Clinton. Oh, classified documents and everything. Now, if Trump or any of his kids would have done like Hunter, Joe, and what's her name? Mrs. Clinton, you bet you'd be hearing it on the 5 o'clock. Hell, every damn channel you would hear it on. Yeah, literally, you're right. But here's where the politics are. The left don't see it. But if the right calls it on them, let's go after the left. Let's go after the right. Like they've always done, but the swamp has to get drained. And a lot of these Democrats and sopranos have to get locked up. Some of the stuff that they've done was, I would count it as treason type of deal to the American public. But, a lot of the stuff is like messed up. I mean, with gun stuff aside, if you're not supposed to do taxes and everything, and a lot of the, and here's one, and I even have the thing with the mother-in-law about this, because we talk and she goes, I don't want to hear about politics, but she'll bring up politics, and I'm like, look, you got this going on. You have, higher gas prices. Why do we have higher gas prices? Why do we have the food stuff going high and everything? Well, you got Joe Biden doing the stuff. Like, he canceled the pipeline, so that's bumping up the gas and oil and stuff. He sold out. I mean, he literally did sell out to China and to a point Ukraine. But I mean, think about it. If that was Trump and he did it, oh man, that would be on the 5 o'clock and every damn channel. But it's just messed up. And then you got, the food prices going up and the inflation stuff, which should never gone up. But since we have Joe Biden, that technically did not make it. The reason why I say technically, you're telling me a whole bunch of votes just happened to miraculously appeared for Biden. But yet, You have people that live under a bridge that's supposed to be a house. You have two vacant. You have a vacant lot. You have a person that no one has seen for multiple years. That was part of the Clinton Foundation. Was it Arupa or I forget the girl's name? Yeah, and she turns around. They eventually, supposedly, she lived in this like a apartment type of building. Um, and they even checked. They asked tenants and everything. This person doesn't even live there. But this person's vote counted. That no one can find. And that's not just the one. Not just her. There's a whole bunch. Now, you're having votes that are getting transferred from Pennsylvania to New York and stuff in different areas for Biden. I find it very interesting that stuff is getting transported from other spots and people are just like doing not rightful signatures. And then you have your double votes and all that. Biden didn't win. I mean, if you can show me where he legitimately won with paperwork that wasn't fraudulent and everything, I would like to see that. I don't see that. I've seen where a water pipe broke at one of where they tallied it, and hey, this is good ballot, and like that. But that broke, and then I think it might have been the same one or another one. That okay, so you have to have a Democrat and a Republican, and then you got the dude. It opens up the letter, and then if they see the if you see the they check the signature and everything on the letter, then they also check the signature on the ballot. They match, and both sides like it. Pretty much, it's good. If it's not matching in that, it gets tossed. So that's what that is. So you got to have both of them there, Democrat, Republican. If neither one is there, this one can pass the ballot all he wants. It's not an account. If this one does the ballots and this one's not here, it doesn't count. They both have to be there and see it. Now, I think, if it was like a COVID type of thing, if they were doing, like they're YouTubing or whatever, like this, kind of, then I'm pretty sure that would be okay. But if they don't, if that's not the case, a lot of the votes technically were fraudulent. I mean, it happened to another person that was running, and she won her thing. Last time I heard, she did win it. So a lot of votes got tossed. For the one person. And the one thing I find interesting for the voting is this. When you have your electrics, the people that can definitely say, yes, this founding was good for this person, okay? But you had other people that was taking this position that didn't have that. So the state electors weren't there to verify these things. And, at the end of it, just the state did. It had to be electric to say, yes, this is good. Okay, we're going to do it. Here we are. It's good. That didn't happen. So, that's what it is. I'm not saying, if Trump did this kind of stuff, we would be hearing about it on the news. When he, like, hey, look, no, there was fraudulent stuff that actually did happen, but, you can't say that. And then you had COVID. Fauci funded it. He funded it. He funded COVID, pretty much. Fauci. Fauci. Come to find out, he actually did do it. Now, if this ever gets fact checked, I bet you 10-1, it's going to be a Democrat type person. It's going to go, yeah, no, this didn't happen, when it actually legitimately happened. I mean, the same thing. I forget the doctor's name, and he gets fact checked, and they couldn't really. Yeah, the doctor got fact checked, but listen to this. They couldn't really say any of his stuff was wrong because it was true. But they put it as like a false type of deal, but it was all true. I mean, hell, he funded it. I mean, there's documentation on Fauci funded this. And it was she and, what was it, Brown? I think it was Brown or something like that. For the New York was, I think it was, or for the United States it was Brown or something. I want to say his name was. Anyhow, she and this dude made the virus, and Fauci did fund it. And yeah, what do you call it? NDH, I think their name. A lot of alphabetical. They're out there, and they're not even the FBI. But anyhow, which I will say, I do think they should defund it. They should defund the FBI. Because they're not doing their job. They fabricate stuff and all that. Perfect example, January 6th. How many feds do you think were there? There was at least 100. If not more. And it wasn't just like the FBI. You had the regular cops there and everything. And these guys were majority undercover. So it's kind of funny that you had at least 100 officers, feds, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, the people that were doing the stuff and, committing crimes in that really were the feds. And these guys. I mean, Ray Epps even did. And it's kind of funny hearing about that he's going after Tucker and Fox for stuff that was legitimately true. I think that's kind of funny. I mean, a lot of the stuff nowadays is true. You got the extreme left wing wants to go after the people and to shut them up. I mean, the whistleblower, perfect example. The one that moved to a different area, like literally out of the country, because how protected Joe Biden is. He's literally that protected. And he can't apparently he can't get in any trouble. And this is, even before he was president. And even Hunter. I mean, you can't touch him. Which is kind of interesting, because their slogan is, no one's above the law. I find that hard to believe. That no one's above the law. You have Hillary, you have Joe, you have Hunter. And now here's the funny thing. Oh shoot, I forget his name. Is that Apps? But it's like the FBI. It's under Garland. And even Garland's is a bad one too. But the one that's under Garland used to be a lawyer, but the person that he represented gets put in jail. But listen to this, because the dude was a whistleblower. type of deal. That's what the dude was. And so he winds up going to jail where you cannot find this. I don't think you can find him now. Um, but yeah, he goes to jail and everything. The dude is his lawyer now becomes the number two. I find it really stupid stuff, you know. But I mean, there's a lot of things out there. You know, the older I get, I'm 36. Now I admit, you know, I used to live out in the country for a while, till I was 12 and a half, 13. You know, so when it comes to certain things, I look at it, I'm like, a lot of things here are stupid. I mean, they're ass backwards in some respects. I mean, if someone turns around and breaks into your house, and that, if you're in New York, is pretty much you want they want you to call for having your own chalk line. Basically put. Now that's messed up. No offense, I find that messed up. But I'm not saying don't call the cops. I say just call them after the threat was dealt with. And then, you know, if someone wants to break into your house and like that, they can have a come to Jesus moment with Jesus or whoever you believe in. But to have stuff thrust upon you and that, in some respects, I mean, I give you it probably matters on what it is. I think it's wrong. Now, going to our kids with this transgender nonsense, and why I'm saying it's nonsense is, like I said, like back in the day, if you said you're a werewolf, and this is going way far back, you would have been killed. And then, I forget what year it was, they turned around, the Pope was there, and, you know, they're like, look, this person is mentally ill. So after that, no more killing these people. Alright, they get put in to a mental house, which is kind of interesting because most of the people that get the surgery wind up killing themselves. And if you don't get the surgery, you wind up killing yourself anyhow. I'll give you the percentages different, but basically the same. I find that interesting. It's a delusion. I mean, it needs to get fixed. But the one thing I get, and I think it should be charged this way. If a transgender guy, I mean a legit guy, goes in there, he wants to be a girl, say he's a girl in that, I think if that kid rapes a girl, the school and the school board, all of them are responsible for that damage. And that kid gets arrested as well. And I think that's justifiable. Now, if you want to have a sports team with them, okay, put them on the guys' team. If they want to be on the guys' team, make a team straight for them. Not girls, just straight that are transgender. If they want their own bathroom, let them have their own bathroom. Not in the girls' room. Because I don't think there's any transgender boys that are originally girls. I mean, if there are, okay, but you probably see them in the girls' room. I don't think. I mean, you might find some, but I don't even think that's even accurate. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to go in the guys' room, but if they do, more power to them. But I don't think that's a good idea for safety reasons. You know, and that, I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying go harm these people. I'm not. I'm just saying a lot of the stuff it's out there, it's going on, needs to get fixed. Now, I'm not saying go harm these people that are going through a delusion. I'm not saying go harm them. No. Should they get physically and mentally checked out? Yes. And I mean not the ones that want to make money, money, money. You don't send them to them. If they make a opinion because they're going to make money, you boot them. Their decision does not count. Yeah, pretty much. What was that? No, there was a dude. It was originally a guy, and he was a nominee for Congress type of deal for the health thing. And it's like, oh, there's a lot of nuance and all that. And I'm like, no. Why? Because you're mentally sick? You should, or delusion, you should have, no. It, look, I can understand, hey, look, if you're bi, lesbian, gay, okay, that's more power to you, whatever. That's fine. I have relatives, I have friends that are that way. I have no problems with them. But when they hear about this stuff, transgender BS, especially when it has to do with their kids, they're like, dude, what the hell? They're getting out of the spot. A lot of people are like, hey, I don't want to be associated. If they're in the circles, they don't want to be associated with this. That's how bad it is. And then you have the ones that are straightforward and everything. To me, I think that's grooming the kids. So if these kids wind up getting molested and all that, they should be charged as accessories to the crime. And then you watch all that, and you'd be seeing a lot of these Democrats, high up Democrats going, bye-bye. Nope, we can't have that. I mean, you have Bud Light. There's a slogan, go woke, go broke. There's that for a reason. Even Disney is getting hit. A lot of people are getting hit that are doing this woke nonsense. Look, and I'll tell you, for the stores and everything, look. Turn around, sell stuff, okay. If you're trying to target our kids, there's probably going to be problems. We're not going to want to do business with you. And a lot of us are not going to do business with you. We'll find people, store and all that, that's not going to target our kids. And that. I mean, look, our kids are everything. I mean, you guys with your thing might not approve that, but that's what it is. But no, I'm not saying go harm transgenders and that, even though there's been more than one occasion of shootings going on from mentally ill. Now, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not saying all these transgenders and that are going to go harm people. I'm not saying that. No. I'm saying there's some that are severely more need to be in a padded room. Would probably be a better putting of it. Now, do I think everyone should be treated fairly? Yes. Do I think people should be mistreated? No. But when you have stuff like this going on and everything, it's like, okay, you got this populace here that only happened because of pretty much COVID. What do you think? I think it's called, if you ever get a chance, look up Ratatopia. Best way to look at it right now. Watch Ratatopia, and then you can see where I'm coming from. Because it is kind of an experiment, if you think about it. Ratatopia was an experiment. And, well, I'm cutting to to the movie in a show. But it is a good thing to watch. And I heard about it and everything, and I watched it, and I'm like, holy damn crap, this actually matches and things. But I just think when it comes to everything, do I think people that want to protect the kids, legitimately protect the kids from this stuff, should they be censored? No. Should they be punished? And this is going for the transgender part of it too. The people are not harming people and all that, and resented their the way they went with the surgery and that. Do I think they should harm themselves? No. I mean, you get help, hopefully before you get the surgery, because you still have a kind of, in the sense of 50% suicide, but you have more of a chance to live, to pretty much like a 60%. The polls might be up from that. From last polls I saw, it was like 47% something, point something, for if you didn't get the procedure done. And it's like 57 point something percent if you did. It's basically 60 and 50%. So if you do, want to be like a transgender or whatever, make sure you talk to a counselor that's not for the money, because the medicine and everything you guys are going to be taking. Oh, I'll probably wish that on my enemy, but that's beside the point. It's going to be probably really bad. And when I talk, I mean the real bad ones. I'm not talking about, hey, let's have our little disagreement now and then. No. Now if they did something like almost try to kill you or threaten to kill you, then I could see it. Yeah. But other than that, no. The people who have gone through that, still try to get help and everything. I don't want anyone, people are going to live and die. That, where there's life, there's death. And where there's death, there's life. But the point I'm trying to make is this. If you're going to try to commit suicide, you don't even have to be a transgender in that. Go seek help. Now, I get nowadays, that's going to sound strange and everything, but look, especially for the transgender community, you guys have the highest suicide in this sense. 50% basically, if you don't if you don't do the surgery and stuff, and like 60% if you do, and that was like around 6%, and same with the 50, around 50%. Anyhow, you have a higher suicide risk. Now, I don't want to see people die. It makes me sad if they do. Now, if they really deserve it, that's one thing. But if they don't, it does bug me. But what you need to remember is try to find good help. Sorry. I also have tear ducts problem too. But seriously, try to do stuff. But on the other, I got tear ducts, but like, even if at times if I don't want to cry, or like I'm crying, but I'm not really crying, I guess that's the best way to do it. So it's like a tear duct thing. But 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 yeah. Oh shoot! I gotta check see if there's any. But let's see what else. Oh, that's the screen. And yes, I do have the thing, and it still says "Say hello to my little friend." Sorry about the glare. Um, but let's see what else. My my daughter's not coming today. She should be hopefully here, or or actually not here, but I might be going over to the grandmother's on Sunday to see her. Um, so Monday I'm gonna be here and everything, and you know, there's things that are going on now. I have, which I think I mentioned in one of the videos or the live stream, that I was having a plumber for my landlord was bringing over a plumber to fix the pipes. So I found out it's kind of like the handyman. So if it's like, I mean, he can fix some plumbing issues, so it's not like he can't. Well, so on the one side, it's dripping. So if you do a full sink, it drips. And if, because they're connected like this right here, and then you have your ones that go to both sides of the sink. So right here. So if there's too much water this way, it's going this way. All right. Basically same way if it's going the other way too, um, but it's not leaking. Now this side is leaking. So what was this side was doing was a sink, and I didn't fix it. This guy obviously didn't fix it. I don't know who fixed it, but the pipe looked kind of like shorter. I mean, it was shortened down to where it was a lot better. But um, so we're doing the full sink and everything, um, and that's doing good. Like I said, this part's gonna leak on the side, on the right side. So okay, left side. So far, it's holding pressure. So I'm like, mm, I'm doing laundry. I pay for, or I can do the laundry. Run the laundry machine, the washer, and that. So I was gonna do it like a full, you know, of it, and the dude goes just he wound up having it extra small, and it's like okay, and he goes look, it's gonna be same amount of water is gonna be going down this way. So we can do higher and all that, but it's not gonna really matter. All it's gonna be is so we did the extra small. Everything is doing good and all that. So it seems to be the one side might have gotten fixed by someone else because what he even said it needed. I think it needed to get risen up a little bit. Um, where it's kind of equal. I think he said too. It's been days. Sorry about that. Anyhow, and I know yawning is contagious. I it was on Mythbusters, and I have to agree it is. But anyhow, so there's that. So I got the one stuff under there, the chemicals back under there. I'm gonna probably have to rewash the dishes I had under there, but I'm not putting them back yet until the plumber is gonna fix the one issue. The dude tried to fix it, but I even tried to help him. But what was going on is you have to have a special tool, and this guy didn't have it. So I'm like, okay, here, you got the, I want to say it's the monkey wrench. It's like the weird one where you got a thing here, like that. And then you got, it goes all the way down, like that. And then, yeah. So that pliers, so pliers. So, so there's that. And, so I even tried to help him, try to get it, and no. So nothing, it didn't get broke. It was just still leaking. And I was like, dude, I'm like, I wonder if I should get that fix a flat. Because I mentioned to my landlord, because I was thinking about getting that, because that should fix the problem. And the dude goes, no, that's just going to be a Band-Aid. I'm like, it's going to work for a little bit, but it's just, like a Band-Aid. So it's not a permanent fix. I'm like, okay. So I got to figure out when that's going to be done. The dude's dog does bark a lot still, but dude has a problem with me because I turn around and have my canoe down over here outside, and he keeps on trying to say there's a skunk and everything. There's no skunk under there, so I know he's blowing it out of his ass. Or speaking out of his ass. Now, I do agree with him at one point. He probably did, might have saw a skunk, or he could have saw a skunk. But did he really? Does the skunk live there? No. So he might have saw a skunk, around it. And when he saw him and the skunk saw him, the skunk went maybe under it to get, to go through and try to, get to safety. But the skunk doesn't live under the canoe. So, what this dude is talking to the landlord was nonsense. So the dude goes, so my landlord goes, look, this dog's giving him a problem. What about this? You move the thing, move the canoe, and I'll get him to get rid of this dog. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, he's not gonna get rid of the dog. And I let my landlord know, and I go, dude, if this dog attacks, because this guy has no control of this dog, really doesn't. And I go, if this dude attacks, I'm going to kill that dog. I'm going to shoot that dog. And he goes, that's rightfully a good point. That's a good, hey, I'm not going to holler at you. If this dog is going to attack and everything, open season. So, I'm pretty sure the landlord told him about his little dog problem. He needs to get rid of the dog. And it's like, he's not even supposed to have it, dog. Now, he's saying this dog's emotional support animal. I know people that have emotional support animals. Oh, it's about a lot of things. So, okay, like I was saying, like, I know people that have, support animals and that, and they're licensed. Like, they're licensed, but they're not licensed, like, here, let me get a Cracker Jack box. Like, these dogs are trained, or cats are trained. They're on this support animal. They are trained. This one that this guy has is not trained. So, he can call it a support animal all he wants, but yeah, that's what it is. It's not trained. If it was, that'd be one thing. But he isn't. Or, no, it is a he. So, that's that. Oh yeah, it is, and I know. And here's the thing: I've also caught this guy, you know, eavesdropping and stuff. So, but no. So what his dog? I don't even know how he's poor, but anyhow, other than being a nuisance. So the dog barks all hours, even at shadows. There's nothing there. This dog barks. Now I can understand, someone coming up the stairs, knocks on the door. I can understand that. But when the dog is just barking at any time that he well pleases, and there's no one there, and there's literally no one, nothing, no spirit, nothing there. It's actually gotten to a point, unfortunately, that I don't even know if I should go to the bathroom in my bathroom or go in my daughter's room to dry clothes and stuff, get it organized or whatnot, or go in the kitchen, obviously cooking stuff, because this dog's gonna bark or more chance to bark. So that's where the problem is with that dog. This dog barks a lot, a real ton, a lot. Um, and it's like, so what are you gonna do? You gotta figure something. And like one good fur boy said, uh, a lot of people are lying about these support animals in in certain issues, and this happens to be one of them. I know someone, and they have a cat, and this thing is licensed and everything. The cat's well trained, well behaved, and everything. Seeing about being well trained, right? But I know other animals that people have are also well trained and everything, and that. No, I haven't tried that. I went through with the landlord though, because I got sick and tired of it. And a lot of times, and this even happens when I was jumping many moons ago. Um, I didn't really say anything about it until it really bugged me and all that. And about a year or two of your back hurting, and you're going, oh, if it's gonna be the next day, and it's like, dude, I gotta get it checked out. But I never did that. I eventually did get it checked out, so it's like be like right behind my shoulder blades, and I forget it. It's like above the tailbone, but it's like I forget what like CB or whatever they call it, disc. So it's those two discs that is the issue. So I tried doing the physical stuff, therapy. That didn't work. I heard massages. I mean, I could get it try. Yeah, massage is supposed to help because it's relaxes your body and stuff. And if the person's not properly trained or know what they're doing, it could really mess you up. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, according to what my landlord was telling me, this dude has paperwork for this dog that he's a support animal. Um but yeah, no, there's that. Um So what I'm gonna try to do, because no, and here's the thing: when it comes to the canoe, no one has really said anything to me about it, other than next to me, and you know, I know a lot of his thing is, well, nonsense. So, um, for a skunk is not even there, and I even was talking to my mother-in-law and that about it, and like I said, he was eavesdropping, and he turned around and said his BS, and he started with me a lot of other things. Um, I remember when I was able to have my guns back, I turned around, didn't say a word to him. He was starting with me and everything, and I'll tell you what. When you turn around and bring a gun cabinet up the stairs, and this dude literally looks, and then fucking quickly shuts. He didn't say anything to me ever for a while about nonsense. But like I said, um, the dog is an issue, and um, I could. I'm probably. If it continues like that, I am gonna be talking to the township um, about this dog, because this dog barks for no damn reason. A lot of the times, it could be morning, noon, night, you name it. This dog's gonna bark. Now, like I said, if someone's coming upstairs knocking on your door, I mean, if they knock on my door, they're quite close to center, so I don't really pay attention to my thing. But yeah, but anyhow, I can understand that. Now, if someone is coming over, like a friend, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna be right over," and they turn around and say, "I'm here," and they knock on the door, then I know it's them. Or, "Hey, I'll be there in some odd minutes." I hear, I know it's probably them. But other than that, I don't even bother checking that damn door. um, so I've had dogs, I've had cats, I have a lot of animals. Various times. One time had, believe it or not, a possum. It got caught. It was in the house. It got caught, and had it for a week and let it back go. It wasn't vicious, but I can tell you this shit like a human. Um, I've had snapping turtles. I caught them. I caught snakes. I've caught a lot of things. Birds. There was a funny story. There was a bird that got caught in the house, and it. So I turned around, caught it, took it outside, let it go. Everything's fine. The bird is not harmed. So my well, my dad / grandfather, um, he's passed, like 12 and a half to 13. He passed. He was murdered. But anyhow, this bird, and he would go, "Hey, your friend was here," and that was when he first told me that. And he goes, "Your bird friend, the one you turned." I'm like, "Oh, okay, they look good. So when he would say my friend stopped by, I would know pretty much, unless he stated otherwise, it was this bird. Now, this bird, on the dot, don't even ask me, but on the dot, my dad goes, or grandfather, he said, on the dot, every time when you let that bird go, on the dot, that bird come back to check on, to see you if you're home and all that. And I saw this bird. So when I wasn't in school, I did see this bird. especially when I didn't have school. I got to see the bird. Now, I've had parakeets too. I had a cockatiel once, and I can tell you, when they say cockatiel, they do mean a dick, because this cockatiel was a dick. So if any of you guys ever heard of like raptor gloves, like eagle glove, it could be also called. So these things are made for like birds, So my dad, he had one of these gloves. Um, he might have dealt with raptor, family, eagle, like that. So when he was young, when he was sometime in life, or a parrot, or So anyhow, this cockatiel was aggressive. He was strictly aggressive. Anyhow, so had the gloves on, or glove, and he literally bit my dad right in the glove. They're like, okay, so what? So he bit him in the glove. So what? He bit through the glove and drew blood at one go. I couldn't believe it. I mean, these things are made for, eagles and stuff. They got really good bites. But this little cockatiel is like, let me show you something. And he did. And I remember my Aunt Millie. I love going to my Aunt Millie's. Friday, Sunday, come home, right? I'll tell you one of the times what happened when I got home. But so turn around, I'll go over there and everything. I loved it there. There was one or two times I didn't, but generally I was over there. So anyhow, I'm over there, and there's a shamrock rooster. There's also other shamrock chicken, hens, and other chickens too. But that shamrock rooster was aggressive. I think he might have gotten an animal indigestion, because that dude was a fighter for no damn reason. But I'm pretty sure a fox or any whatever probably had an indigestion from him. But no, but one of the fun moments I had with my aunt. So we did a garden. So she had her garden and stuff. So me and her had a competition. So I turned around, and me and her, we did cucumbers. And I wind up beating her with the cucumbers. Now, she had bulbs, I had seeds. But even then, she had more room, right? I just had maybe about 4x5. No. Oh, I'm trying to think of it. It's like my table right, or the thing. So it's about, about 4x5. It's about, I can't do it justice, but it's like right here, but it's gonna go down. So I had about, it'd be about 4 foot maybe. Across a little bit, maybe a little bit smaller, and about 5 foot or so going this way, if not shorter. And so had the seeds and everything, doing the cucumbers. I had a ton. I had a ton of these cucumbers, and the so yeah, I wound up beating my aunt with the cucumbers, and she wasn't upset. And if I know when my time comes, I'm gonna ask her, hey, you know what? You wanna know what I did to get all those cucumbers there, Aunt Millie? Either that or my dad, her sister, would have said, yeah, you damn miracle grow those damn things all but one day. No joke. That's what I did. And I had a ton. So when they say miracle grow, they do grow. But no, no, they. I mean, I missed her. I remember when I was sick and everything, and I had the bug. Like I couldn't keep really anything down, and she turned around and got ginger ale for me, and so I drank it, and I was picking that up, and she goes, "No, you gotta sip it. You gotta sip it. You gotta take it easy here, you know." I'm like, "Okay," did it. Everything turned out to be fine. I remember having coffee with my aunt, so and it's like interesting because she did it like the old school way. Like she didn't. I don't remember her ever having a coffee maker. So what she would do is boil the water, you know, put it in the teacup or whatnot, put that on, you know, fill it with water, put it on, and when it would, it's done. And then she would turn around, and it was instant coffee and that, and that's what we had. She put her sugar, cream, and I got the same thing, and that was it. And then at the house, you know, in my house, where I was at with my dad, he had obviously coffee maker. So I would have coffee. Um, but I love my aunt's coffee, and I actually found that, and I found where I'm at with that. I'm like a light roast. I'm not a medium is okay, but I'm more of a light roast. Yes, you can do it up to I think 2 or 3 times. If you played, yep, and I've been responding back. Um, so let's see what else. I'm trying to think. It's the one where it's one of the Call of Duties where you can do the Spaceland one. That was a good one. Um, for them, Perfected. Mm. But yeah. I'm trying to think what else to talk about. Um, well, other than the Hunter Biden nonsense and Hillary, um, yeah, but there was another one, which I already talked about, where he was, what do you call it, um, with the drugs and stuff. Yeah, no, there was actually a whistleblower. Mm. Well, there's one. Well, there is one thing I did try. Do I believe in Bigfoot? I would have to say, yeah, in some respects, yes. I mean, you got tracks, so you know, and when you're finding these tracks, if you're able to find them, they're in spots where, in the middle of winter type of deal, even no one's gonna go out in their right mind and start walking around with their bare feet. And then on top of it, you got the eyewitnesses and stuff, testimony, that or even good cops are telling the truth and stuff. So you got it, and plus you got video and you got audio and stuff. But I mean, there are probably cryptids out there. I mean, think about it. Hey, Young, are you even on? So yeah, so Bigfoot can generally stands on two legs. He can go on all fours. Then you have other cryptids in that. You have like the skinwalkers and stuff. Um, but the one thing I can definitely say is there are spirits. Now there's like good and evil in that too, but you know, angels and demons. But there's definitely spirits in that. Um, I've done the ghost hunting and everything, and I gotta find the phone. But me and one of my friends, we actually ghost hunted, and we actually ghost hunted in a graveyard. And we weren't starting with the spirits or anything like that. And I wind up catching on my phone, because I had the audio going, and I wind up catching stuff on the audio. Now, I could be at one spot, right? And my friend is like way off into like the other part of the graveyard. So even, it's good enough where you can hear me, and you hear something come out of nowhere. But you also got where it was me and him talking, and then you had something come in and saying their piece, or whatever. So there are spirits out there. Yes. Are they good? They're bad. Yeah. They're demons. Yes. Are there angels? Yes. That kind of stuff. Yes. But if if you ghost hunt or not, just be aware. At some spots, you might want to pay attention and be nice and be respectful. Now you might say, "Well, I own this house now, so I can do whatever the hell I want." I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just saying, some respects you might want to be a little more careful, and if you want to insult. Now, obviously, there a lot of spirits are benign. They're not aggressive. They're pretty good. But now before I forget, I did try it's Pacific Foods, and they had organic plant-based chili, fire roasted vegetables. I'll tell you what, I did have them. I liked them. I'm gonna get more of it. I just remember that. So there's like a lot of things I've seen, I've witnessed. Um, I've dealt with the spirits off and on. Now, like I said, a lot of them are nice. They're not gonna harm you. In that. Now, I did have a bad experience once, and in that, and I'll probably eventually talk about it. But the one that I did dealt with was it turned out to be a couple kids. They got put where they need to be. They got passed on. I did do that. I helped them pass on. Do I have? Do I hate furries? If I'm trying to think now because the furries I remember is where the guy and girl, when they want to do things, they'll dress up like an animal. Now, nowadays, in some of the schools, they're actually putting litter box in the schools for the kid that thinks, or they're a cat or acting like a cat, to go to the bathroom. So no, I just got a questions. Hey, do you hate furries? And I don't. But I remember the furries things are like, it probably dates how old I am in some respects. Um, where, like I said, okay, nah, that's kind of cool. I like to see the outfit, but not, nothing, that shouldn't be shown. Um, but I like to see the outfit, just the outfit of it. Because if I remember right, I think the outfit. Hello. Um, yeah, it's weird because it only shows like, okay, now it shows two people on, so there's a delay. Uh, hey, I mean, each their own. I mean, yeah, I mean, like one person might, or a group, or whatever, might like one thing, and then another group is not don't like it, and they're gonna like their own thing. Me, I really don't mind. Um, with that. Um, now I do want to see the outfit that you're talking about. Just the outfit, not you in the outfit. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, it's a furry outfit, dude. No way. The only, dude, you know what? If I grab a furry, I think I know which one I would get if I could, and because I know I mean, they're okay. I mean, because now I've heard two types of furry. Now, the one he's talking about and everything is the one I'm originally, okay, that's for, the guy and girl. And if I remember it, if you don't feel safe of having sex, like traditionally, you would wear the furry. You would dress up. Uh, I'm trying to think of the people now. I know who they are. I just don't remember their names, and I mean their animal type of name, their outfit. Um. Oh shoot! I'm trying to think which. No, because there's. Oh, you're talking about. Hello. L. Sherbet. I'm gonna butcher that name, dude. Um. L or eel or I don't even know how to pronounce the. I'll just call you E. All right. Um. But like I said, now for the animal, if I was gonna get the furry, young, because you were asking, I'll get a penguin. Even though I'm probably not gonna wear the suit, I do know a girl that loves. Oh hello, Okay. Have a nice day. There, Waffle. Okay. Why do I know that, dude? I swear I know a Waffle. Hi. Yeah, he's here. So, no. No, because he said, yeah, and he goes, well, I don't, what, the furry? Well, what I remember of the furry, the original one, not the newer one. Hello, Eldon, or Eden. What I remember of it was, like, if, like, the people wouldn't be feel comfortable having sex, so they turn around and got an outfit, and pretty much in a nutshell, they feel more comfortable with that. So, that's that, and it's okay. I have no problems. You're crying, you're blowing, screaming, yelling, or okay. Sorry. Um, yeah, I do have people on the headset, so Young's on there. Hey, Nick. I thought I did one for you, Nick Knack. I thought I said hi too. Because even Young said that. Saw you in there too. Um, I'm. That's cool. Now, famous can be a good thing. It can be also be a curse. Matters on how you're famous. I mean, I'm pretty sure Eminem probably. I mean, he's famous. I'm pretty sure there's times he just. Yeah, I play video games. I play tanks. I play time to time Destiny 2. I used to play. Hey, Nick Nick said hi to you, Young. Okay. Dab. I'm trying to think what a dab is now. I'm gonna be Young. I know you know what a dab is. Um, so what is a dab? Okay, because I can tell you what I'm thinking of dab is like you dab yourself or uh shoot. That's what I forgot to get. I got I can just put Dawn on it because I got no if I'm trying to think. Damn. Oh, I think. Oh, okay, so that's the dab. Oh, okay, so it's like this right here, kind of. Okay, all right. So I'm thinking, Young. I was kind of thinking might have been like you doing a dab, like like marijuana type of dab. Okay, so it's like a pose. Yeah. Thanks. I've played Warzone. I haven't played in a while. Um, I haven't played Call of Duty since Tim the Tap Man and the one before that. Um, Turn around. The original one, I forget his name, but his skin got removed. And then Tim the Tat Man goes, "Look, if you're gonna remove this dude's skin, you're gonna remove mine, because it's not right." How the one dude lost his skin, and I agree. Um, Now what he said was nothing really bad. He was just saying, "Hey, look, when it comes to our kids, leave them alone." That's all he said. And the dude lost his stuff. Do you know any famous soccer players like Lionel Messi? Soccer players? No, I don't really watch soccer, or even really know the players. I played soccer. I actually like it. It is good exercise and stuff. Um, hey, Young, Sergio space Ramos. Ramos. Sergio Ramos. Hold on. It is a email. Okay. Okay, so he was doing like a whole bunch of emotes. So, alright. Let's see. When it comes, like I said, I haven't. Dude. Um. Oh yeah, the other part of the furry ones is now like kids are going using litter boxes in some schools, which peel. Peel. Do I know Pete, but no, that's peel. Peel. I don't know what that is. All right, I will. I won't be able to do it right now because the phone I'll be looking at, I'm actually doing the live stream. I'll look up the name, but I don't get what Aiden's or Aiden are saying. No, I don't even know what the word is. Um, um, no, I don't know who that is. Oh, Grandy, Peep. I think it would be a Spanish player, right? Or oh, what is that? I'm trying to think of the people. Okay, so yes. Um. Okay, so El Trapo was saying that it's a Portugal player. So okay, so one is the Spanish and the other one is Portugal. Okay. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of sports. I mean, I watch wrestling. I did wrestling. I did school wrestling, and yeah, no, there's no clothesline. Portugal, right? Or no, it's not Portugal. Oh man, Knife. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So how you guys been doing? Yep, that's good to hear. Um, Eden. Yeah. Okay, so it's L. So okay, so the E. All right. Which I think is that good? That means good, right? No, but I like to learn. Like there's when I was in high school, even though I didn't have a Spanish teacher, I do know there was a Spanish teacher. She was nice looking too, by the way. But I remember a very few. Mine, Native American on my mom and dad's side. I think French is in there. I think Italian, Dutch. Let's see what else. There was like a whole bunch of stuff. But I learned a lesson. Don't ask my dad because I started getting a Bible lesson that I was not looking forward to. Nope. Thanks. Um, I mean, there's some others, but I can't ask my mom now what they are. And is there anything you guys want to know? Yeah, I know. Thank you, Aiden, for subscribing. Um, I guess I can say how I got into YouTube. Young. Um, thank you, L. Yeah. Um, so when I played for Phoenix, not Arizona. Um, it's in New York. It's I want to say it's on. No, it's not on. It's Oswego County, and so I played there and everything. I actually had fun with it. I played for Phoenix. Um, so yeah, it was like fun, dude. I had a good time with it. Um, thanks. Um, I mean, there's probably stuff now I wish I would have done more of. Cause I also wrestle too. Um, let's see what else is there. I've done. I was eligible to go on a bass tournament ship. Um, when did you start? I have to check my thing. I'm bad when I started. Um, I want to say it's been months. Um, that I done this. That I started. What do you think? Young, about what? A month or two? You think? Yeah, maybe about a month or two, maybe more. I'll have to. Uh, all right. Well, have a nice night. Hope everything goes well. You're welcome. I'm trying to think because I gotta check it. Um, I'm, yeah, I mean, well, I think, I think the, I think the interesting thing would have been, I think the when I was eligible to go on that bass tournament ship, Biden, I don't, I think you saw me there. So how I got on to the bass tournament ship, or would have gotten on, the person showed up. So if this person didn't show up, I was automatically on. I didn't have to pay anything in. It was more efficient. Um, and now I can definitely tell you the fishing's way different than when I was younger and doing, you know, very well. Because from 12 and a half to 13, I live down in the country, so you fish, hunt, all that. Yep, I do play video games. Let's see here. I've played Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War. I've played a lot of them. I think I missed maybe one or two. Um, but other than that, pretty much played probably a majority of them. Um, I've also played Metal Gear. Love that game. I remember the first one, and it came out to be uh third, fourth, something like that. No, I forget which one it was of Metal Gear. Yeah, and I was just telling them which ones. Um, I have not played Apex Legends. I think I got it if it was like the free downloadable thing, but you had to have PlayStation Plus. And I don't have PlayStation Plus right now. So I've been playing tanks, and I mean, I played Destiny 2, but the majority I have to do is I have to get to the membership of it. And then I can go on to that. But let's see here. No, I haven't. Yeah, it's was that you? No, that's Jordan. Um, yeah, Apex Legend. I wasn't it like one of the ones you can downloadable if. All right, L. Have a nice night. Yes, and have a nice day, or for the next day as well. Have fun. Don't do anything I want to do. I'm trying to think of that because I think that was one of the Apex Legend, wasn't it like one of the gun or one of the ones you could download if you had PlayStation Plus? Yeah, because if it was young, I believe I got it then. Have a script, so to speak. I mean, not a script. Maybe script is the wrong word. Young, but yeah, I've seen Instagram. I believe I got an account on there, even though I really don't. I mean, I talked a little bit or checked out stuff. Other than that, I never really went to it. There was one. I'm trying to think who wanted me to do. I might do Twitter. Yeah, yeah, but Bye. Bye, Al. Thank you. Hey, Floor. I wonder if Knickknack's still here, too. Yep. Hey, Flower. I'm doing good. Getting old. Not senile yet, but I'll get there sooner or later. Hopefully not for a while. How about you? How are you doing? I'm trying to think, because there's like... That's good to hear. Um, I'm trying to think. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is true. Yeah. You know what? That's actually a good idea, Young. Um, there's one thing I wanted to try, and I don't know if I should do it. I was thinking about trying Twitter out, but I don't know if that's really a good idea. Yep. Sage. Hey, Sage. Bardenhagen? Bardenhagen? I could be wrong. Now, I'm trying to think what the last like name would be. Now, Sage, if I remember right, you have White Sage, and then you have Dragon Sage too. Um, all right, thanks. Yeah, the one thing I'm more worried about is trying to butcher names. Eh, Trust me, I know how that feels because my last name is Picquet, and and so a lot of people would say Picquet or Picquat or still on phone, Matt. Hey, Matt, remember that ghost hunting that we used to do? Yeah, I know Matt. I know his sister too, and I know his mom. I think I met his grandmother once or twice. Yeah. Well, I did talk about it earlier. So, one of the times, and he can tell you about this one too if I'm wrong in this. So, we were ghost hunting, and I want to say I was in part like A. I think he went to part B. And I eventually met him over there. Yes. Hey, L. Yeah, yeah, me and him actually ghost hunting. Um, and stuff. And so me and him are going. Yeah, yeah. Me and Matt did legitly go ghost hunting in a graveyard. Um, and stuff. And, and I had a good time, and he did too, I believe. Um, Now, even though I'm saying we had a good time, I'm not saying just go there. You want to be respectful. Now, I'll tell you something I did. I had. I think that damn laser not working. I think was the weirdest one. So I'll get into that one. So we turn around, or I'm on the one side in one part of the graveyard, and I'm talking and everything. And I met, some of the stuff. I Yeah, unfortunately my channel's not big enough, dude. I'm even thinking about doing merch and stuff. So anyhow, so me and him were ghost hunting. So I'm on one side, he's over in a different part of it. Um, so we had stuff. So we had lasers. Now I had three types. I had the green one. I had two that burn things. So doing the ghost hunting and stuff. Message retracted. You know, I wonder why I got. Oh, I mean, he didn't have to retract it. So anyhow, so we were doing all that and everything. I mean, there was stuff there. Um, but like I said, you want to be respectful. So I got to the second one, and I didn't know at the time. Um, that I believe it was Matt brought it up to me. He goes, "Dude, you're actually stepping on the bodies." I thought I was over them, not on top of them, type of deal. And I said, "I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful in that." And nothing, followed me or anything. Everything was fine. Um, I remember, so I was gonna start like a little fire. Nothing bad. Nothing's gonna go out of control. Just like maybe about like this big, right? A little small one for them to draw energy from. Instead of drawing it from our equipment, our phones, they could draw it from the fire and everything. So this thing would not go out. It would not start. Literally not start. And I'm using fire starter ones, right? Hold on. Because it's energy. They feed on the energy. So, anyhow, so we so we did this, and I don't know where the phone is, but on my phone I had at the time, it said no. Now you can hear my voice, you can hear his voice, but the thing said no for not do it. So it's like, okay, um, and things. So uh, I've had, like I said, I had a lot of experience. So once, and this one's taking place way before this. You ever heard of the Big Mouth Billy Bass? It's like, take me to the water, and you're like, so I had one of those, and where I was staying at, I would have this thing plugged in. So this thing would go off a lot. Now there was cats, there was dogs, but they're not gonna mess where this thing was. Nothing really scary happened to me. I'm not sure about Matt though. Um, but I did have something really scary happen to me, and I was a little kid at the time. I was living at my dad's house slash grandfather. But let me go back to this one. So I had the big mouse Billy Bass, and this thing would go off a lot. Thinking it was censored and everything. That was the reason. Or someone had pushed it, and that is true. Electrical device, humans, anything that can source power that will they will use. Yes, Matt is definitely correct on that. So I turned around. I remember watching Ghost Hunters. So this thing went off and everything. So I asked, hey, whatever this is, play it again. Get it to work. And it did. So I'm like, okay. So I unplugged it. And I asked it to do it again. It started up and then just died. And I'm like, okay. And when I did do this, I did feel like an idiot, but it determined to me. Yes, they can also take your energy. Yes. Um. Now, you a lot of. No, I get what you mean. Yeah, well, it's not synthetic. It is an energy source. But yeah, yeah. So you're right there. Ooh, that's not good. Hopefully you're all right on there at L. I do want to know what happened, if you don't mind uh, telling us. So anyhow, so eventually, that is a good question. I mean, you're right there, young. Ouch! And that's probably the worst spot to get burnt. I mean, all over would be worse too, but your hair, because that adds fuel to the fire. And on top of it, your body, which is weird because your body's not like 90% water, but yeah, and that is sorry to hear. You're right, Sage, Brenda, yeah. All right, thank you, there, Sage. So yeah, so I did turn around and I eventually did check to see if these batteries need to get changed because there was a spot where you could put batteries in. I mean, that definitely had to hurt. So I took out. So I wanted to, you know, I would change the batteries. There was never batteries in the thing, and yeah, and thank you. So, uh, yeah, yeah, that's a demon. I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, the scariest thing I think happened to me would have to be this. Um, my dad was telling me to go to bed. So how little kids are. They don't always want to go to bed. I happen to be one of these at this point. So I was on the couch and I said, I'm going to fake like I'm sleeping, right? And it, I hear this coming from the blanket. I'm going to take your soul. I flung that blanket right off me. And I still living in New York. I was, what was it? Central Square and Hastings, like in that rough area. So he had one spot would be Hastings, the other spot. Um, oh, it was New York. I mean, I've had, yeah, I wasn't giving that. Yeah. So, hey, gaming. Oh, not much. Telling about interesting stories. And, actually, I know my I know my one ex watches this. I don't think my other. But so I mean I got dowsing rods, but they're in the gun cabinet. So so the dowsing rods you can use to find water, and I have found water. And that, and yeah, you can talk to ghosts, you can talk to spirits, and stuff. Um, no, you can. Um, yeah, pretty much we are. Oh, yeah, we're just talking about random stuff. I I would love to go there actually. So, like I said, no, I didn't. Yeah, we had the smoke here. Um, yeah, but I was still going on with this. But then I'll go onto that one, young. So I got three dowsing. So this is like normal. Um, so if there was like a spirit, it would go circular, like it is now. This is like my longest one. So I'm trying to get it where it's in frame. So if there's a spirit, it would go like it is now, going circular. Now, if it was going the other way, like it is right now, obviously, um, the spirits are showing, but that would have been like there's a demon. So it when it like fully stops. Now I'm not touching this. I'm like back, like right here. So if it like stops, yes, I get the point. Yes. Um. Yeah. So this is not even me. I'll even get one of my shorter ones. So this one, if you're in the commute, you got to hold it. Um, I'm thinking about doing something for the dowsing rods in these. So if I hang on it and if I'm touching like whatever it's hanging, it might still work. So with these, with the pendulums, all three of them, any of them actually. So what happens is like you would have a Randy, Rodney. So yeah, so this one's like my heaviest. I mean, here, I'll just do it this way. So that way I can get it in frame. Okay. So yeah. So normally this would be. So this one's my heaviest. And to get, like, to deal with the negatives in that, this one's more the beneficial one. So this one is probably the, like, close to being the shortest. I think it might be the shortest, if not close to it. So this one is functions the same way. So what happens is this one's gonna go like this. Show like if there's a demon. So you're gonna, all right. So it's gonna keep on going like that. So yeah. So now when it stops, right? And I was saying yes. I'm just telling them. So when it stops, that means the spirit is gone. Rodney, is that Dangerfield now? No, because I actually like Rodney Dangerfield. He was pretty good. Um, I can get my keys. Let me get my keys. Because I'll get my dowsing rods out. Now, with the dowsing rods, when you use them, because you can talk to the spirits and stuff, you can also find water with them and things. Alright, so let me get this out. I'm going to be off camera, but I'm just getting into where they're at. So, so when you're using the dowsing rods and stuff, you gotta be careful. And it goes. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. I will. I'm just trying to get into this so I can lock it back up. So, all right, hold on here. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now, if I remember right, um, well, with the mediums, like you can talk, and then there's like a touch. There's like a sensitive, which is basically, if I'm not mistaken, kind of like a medium, but a little bit different. If I'm not mistaken, isn't it right, Rodney? So when when what I was doing was you probably heard the eight chakra, or there's more than eight chakras actually. So I was doing like that kind of stuff. So I haven't done it in a while. So I I mean, there's times I could probably might give like, hey, look, there's someone here. But other than that, um, that's more uh, different in my case. So I got to do it where it's like closer. Usually I would have them out more. So I've had it. Hey, point to the left. I'm trying to do this on both screens, but yeah, just point left. It's all right, all the way. Okay. Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Very interesting because I can talk out loud. Now, if I'm gonna do this like by myself, so to speak, I would not say anything. Now, I'm gonna say do yes, for everyone to hear, but I don't have to do that. Now it's gonna go right back to yes. So, I mean, yeah, you do have to be careful with this message. Thank you. Um, but that's that. Okay. I try if it's these two touching, I try to keep them where they're not touching or touching the thing. Um, well, that it's doing a perfect X. So that all right. Yeah. So it's doing back. So yeah, it's communicating back. Yes. So like, all right, you can go back out now. I all right. All right. So why are you going back and forth for? Are you are you showing off? All right. I have to move this one more to get a perfect X, but yeah, it's all right. Well, what I do know is, and I was told this. Apparently, there was a yeah, there was a wait until I'm done. Okay. All right. All right. I know you're gonna say yes. All right. So what I've heard now, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but supposedly, there is a girl here. Um, yeah, this was like already to go for yes. Um, oh, that is not a door. That's actually the screen for the window, and it's the hint on the door. All right. Yeah, like I'm starting to feel like tense in my back of my spine, which is kind of interesting because there's sometimes like I had my bed up here. You can't see it now, but I had my bed over that way, and I would get like a cold spot. It doesn't matter over there, over this way, wherever I had my bed, I would have a cold spot. I've had it, I think maybe once or so here. Yeah. Um. Now I do know there's something here, but getting back to this person, I know the person is a girl. Of what I was told, I think she was blonde hair or uh, brown hair or something like that. It was a female, and that's what I got told. Now I'm gonna see if that's correct, but other than her or maybe someone coming in or something, They don't really bother me. Yes. Um, I mean, they do let me know, obviously. Um, I'm trying to get it where it's in frame all the way, but I know normally I want to do this. Have it like this close. All right. Yeah. um, and that might be the reason why the dog barks all the time. Actually, I didn't even think of it. Because this dog like barks a lot, and like basically at nothing, and I should have actually thought of that. I'm actually um the spirit. I already let the spirit know, like if they, she or they or whoever wants to go to the light, they can go to the light. I'll help them with that. If they want to stay here, as long as they're not harming me or anyone, I really don't mind them being here. They're not really harming me. Um, Now I know I saw that, and I know there was a bug right here. It looked like, but I could have swore there was something like right in this way. Um, but no, like they're not bothering me. They're you know they're really good. I've gone through a lot. They're young on the thing, so it doesn't really bother me. Hold on. Uh, yeah, Matt said, and Ronnie said, yeah, like, and it's weird because now I can talk this way, but if I were say to ask them to like do an X, like they'll do the next, um, and stuff like with the other, like I can do yes or no's, um, but yeah, like I've had stuff like fall, and I even had stuff that sounded like it fell and it didn't. But other than the weird things, the way I see it is like they're saying, "Hey, look, I'm here." So it's just more acknowledgement. Um, like I said, they don't bother me. If I mean, I'm pretty sure if I want them, if I ask them to leave, they would leave. I don't, if they want to go, they can go. If not, as long as they're not harming anyone, I really don't care. But maybe it's not a good. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me there, young. Um, no, I don't get like angry or anything, but there are sometimes like out of the blue I feel sad. Nah, because it's not like they're feeding off my energy, really. Um, how, what can I say? Do you know that they're there at times? Yeah, I think it's that I. It's probably okay. It's like I know they're here, and Okay. So, like, if you know someone's here and all that, like, you go to work and everything, right? Young. So, you know, it's pretty much going to be the same stuff every day. So, that's how I am on it. So, it doesn't really bother me. I did get, I'm going to say smacked, but it's not like I got, or touched. Uh, it was like a hand. Um, Now, do I feel? I'll say, I mean, it is frightening, especially if you come across something not good. But you probably, all right, Rodney. So what I found with it, I do post videos. I don't really do like the ghost hunting ones, that much. Thank you for subscribing. I've been scratched by spirits. It's like a strong bird. I never had, yeah. Um, I never had the rocks though, dude. And I'm, you know, it's probably part of the communication for him as well. Hey, Christian. Um, but Scratch, I definitely say I haven't been Scratch. At least not yet. No, I I have played one of the Grand Theft, actually more than one. But that has been a while. I think that was around PS3, PS2, give or take. Um, I want to say I played one of them on the Xbox 360 too. But like like I said, I found most of the spirits are benign. They're not here to harm you. They're not to bug you. Yeah, do they want to, you know? Hey, look, I'm here. Yeah. Now, if you disrespectful, yeah, you're gonna have problems. But that's like the same thing for a regular person. So, you know, I mean, they are still a person, if you will. I mean, probably accurate. They are. I mean, a spirit. I mean, I'm in New York. I yeah, I'm okay. That's a good question. Yeah, me and Matt are in New York. That two of us. Yeah, I'm okay. Um. So yeah. So hopefully my ex doesn't see this video at all, or is going back because good luck trying to for me having my kid here. Um. You don't know how good she would do it. I mean, even despite she would do it. So, but yeah, no, no, like I kid you not, like she literally tried in court, tried to say I called these Ouija boards, like my Ouija boards. I kid you not, and they're not a Ouija board. I would say never play a Ouija board because it's like a phone call. If you don't know the person from the other end, why would you invite them over? You want it. I mean, if they're like Spectrum or something like that, and you know, but that's kind of different. Um, in basic sense. But yeah, nah. So she was trying to say these were Ouija boards, and or I counted them as Ouija boards. Nah, Ouija board, like I said, you don't want to play with them. It's like you make a phone call, and you're just inviting things in. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's one thing you do not want to do. There, Matt. So, a porter, like the one he's talking about, is not good. So you got your demons and things. Um, Now you you like have to be coworkers do. Yeah, there's actually one. I mean, there's two mediums I definitely love to talk to. Um, One of them is um, coffee, chip coffee. The So that's why when you were like not wanting to talk anymore, that's why, dude. I would have helped you out. So like I said, like you definitely be respectful of the dead and the spirits. The demons, same thing there, but you don't want to mess with them. Um, Now, do you have to be safe of using these and you know the other? Yes. Now this, if I'm not mistaken, could be like a charge item. Um, hey, demon wise, I want to say I have, but shit, dude, I want to do like that. Back again. So looking for. No, that's DM. No, that's not DMX. It sings that one. But I agree. I'm doing. But yeah. So I mean, I got this. Like I got stuff and all that. Um, Ghost hunting. So what happened to the first ghost hunting I went on? Very young. Um, so other than me, yeah, I know. I wish you let me say. Okay, you need holy water. That blessed by. I don't know. I might be getting off in a little bit because I'm like tired and stuff. Yeah, I know. So yeah, pretty much actually how long you guys can keep me talking. Last I don't even I don't even think last time I knew Matt doesn't work. But then again, he might now. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good one. Me, myself, and I. It feels like at times. Actually, I was actually thinking about opening up my own business at one point, but yeah, I thought about doing pest control and you know doing locksmithing, but yeah, yeah, like yeah, he's done it in a while. Yeah, like I remember one because I actually did this. So I was walking on the train tracks, um, where my aunt works, and for whatever reason, I felt like I had to pick up this rock, and I did. I put it on the train track. No trains were coming, so don't worry. So I walked up, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta take this with me. So I'm gonna put it on the track, but I'm putting it on the wood track, part of the track. And I kid you not. So I go up there, do that. I go, no, I want to go back. So go, and this rock wasn't there. It moved. Now no one's on, there and everything. Yeah, the rock moved, and I turned around and I'm like, I gotta take it with me. Don't Didn't know why at the time. I was gonna do something with it. I told my employer I'm gonna still do something with it, but I was like, I gotta take this with me. I don't know why. I just gotta take it with me. So I wound up taking it with me, it was either on dowsing rods or the pendulums. I turned around. Um, that okay. All right, just let me know, and you know, I would definitely like to see. I'll say send me a thing. Have a good night, Rodney. So yeah, so a lot of stuff has happened. Yeah, yeah, especially the ghost hunting one. So I might do some of that. Yeah, but when I do it, I don't want to the like the spirits to be upset or feel like they're disrespected too young. The ones I think the ones I would ask more because it would probably be the spirits that would probably feel offended if they're fine with it. Oh, okay. So you want me to do that here then, right? Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, man. Trying to think because I got my. I don't have my daughter. I just have someone I have to do on Sunday. Um, I'm pretty sure we can probably do it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, uh, I want to say she doesn't mind. So, like I said, we gotta. It's just got to be respectful and everything. Um, nah, I just asked them if they would be fine with it. And yeah, that's true. But I mean, that is true. But also, it's weird. It's called hunting. I mean, technically, in some respects, you do hunt. But why don't they just say like watching or looking? Where nah, nah, there um airs. Here's the funny thing. Now, there's probably people that would do a scam with these. Yes. But you want to hear something funny? To this day, these are used to confirm water. Back in the day, these were also used, funny enough, to find criminals. Seriously, no lie. That's what these were for. I mean, now people, yes, use them as ghost hunting. Oh, yeah, but Matt was talking about me. Yeah, but then I would have to get another 50 just to switch to YouTube, or I mean, I guess I can keep it on here. I don't think that'd be. I found that I find that one hard to believe. I mean, I've found where the waters were right at my aunt work. I mean, I can find them here too, where the pipes are. Yeah, I can find the pipes. I can tell you how they're going too. You know, if they're coming from like right here, like going from this way or from the building out this way, or vice versa. Yeah, I've done it with these. I've done it right. Yeah, yeah, I know. And I actually didn't even know, Matt, you had a channel where you go something. Well, yeah. Yes. You can. Oh, they do exist. Even Ronnie's done them. Yeah, which is ghost hunting, which is actually now in Scotland and probably a lot of areas. Ghosts, I mean, I would love to show a pitch. Well, yeah, I've showed the thing, but he's gonna probably, which I can understand what he's saying because he's thinking, well, you're touching this, they're doing it them, you're controlling them. I mean, you can shake these and like that, you're going back and forth. You're not gonna get anything. So, I mean, you can ask direct answers. Oh, is this real? And it could go yes, no, what not. But if you're moving it or shaking it, with these ones, you're not going to do that. Now, there's some that are you literally hold your hands over here and it's just a straight thing. I mean, that one is like you would say, oh, you're controlling it somehow. And with this one, it's kind of hard to say you're controlling something you cannot. Because all it is this being bent into here. And I had to re-glue this so I wouldn't lose this part. But just the top right here so that we can be controlled. And I agree with you, Matt. But, just showing something is there and true and everything. Yeah. Now, here's a good one. A lot of times, what was it? The Earth is flat and that, like, there's no fall off, I think was the thing. And it turned out that's not true. Um, you had, what is it? The coelacanth that is actually a living fossil. And that was said never, I mean, it died out. I mean, some people say the Magnon is still alive. It is possible. I mean, who checks really that far down? But yeah, 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 that's from Google. But in here it's hollow. So like I said, I can go like this, I can go like this all I want. It's not always going to go the same way, especially if it's pointing at you. So I can go like this, I can go up, down. I mean, can I go like this eventually? Yeah. But it can do that on its on its own a little bit. So all this is doing and everything when you're using dowsing rods for the spirits to control it, they control this. Yeah, and there is some people that will fake these. Well, these ones are going to be hard, but I'm pretty sure it is possible. So the ones that I've seen that I thought about buying, like this part, like the wood, was not there. It's just a solid like this right here. Except for it's and go from that. So it's like bat, where you would hold it up here, and that. I get there's scammers in that, and you do have a area. You do have a point in some respects of it. Yes, but people can can use this to find water. It can be done. I mean, I'll give you your what is it, your area of sensing, if you would, or these sensing, however you want to do it, is up to where you're at. Maybe I guess if you get was it magnetism or whatnot, then okay. If you have a high one, all right. But yeah, I'm not selling them. Um, nah, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not selling them. Um, the only reason why I got the yeah yeah. I mean, yeah. It's not like I make a job out of it, or I'm not saying, hey, go buy these. You're gonna you know be able to talk to like your ancestor or dead family member in that. I'm just saying, look, I've used these, and yeah, in history, yes, it's been documented. These things were used to find criminals. They're still used today to find water. I don't know. He might have, but it's not the point of, you know, like there are scammers out there. I'm not saying there aren't. So he's probably right in some respects, but yeah, I do. But that's more for their telemarketer type of deal. But yeah, I mean, it still worked. Hey, City Morgue, how may I help you? Or a tractor call works. But no, no, this is legit. Um, Now, do I say let's go and I don't know, find a whole bunch of water? Could I do it with these? Yes. Now, yours, if you get them, could be way more of a field sensing than mine, or you could be smaller. But in the end, it doesn't. I mean, if they work for you. If they don't, they don't. Now, I'm not saying, hey, let's go buy these and get these things. I don't know. I just don't think anything. Hold on. I just gotta blow my nose. So, I'm sorry. I just had to blow my nose. Yeah, but how are you gonna? Actually, I saw where they were. Well, here I got a good question for you, and tell me if I now I've gone to my aunt's work, right? Now before I had these, and that I walked there and everything. did I ever ask for, hey, let's go find the blueprints and that. No. I had, that's savage. Area is savage. Hey, savage. Yeah. What's going on? Um, so yeah. Oh, we're talking about dowsing rods and talking to spirits and stuff. Uh, but I use these, and I had a person that worked at that building that could tell you where these things were. And I asked him, I go, because the thing did an X. I go, there's a pipe right here for the water. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, it's going into the to, you know, to going into the building. He goes, yeah. Yeah, that's where the water goes. Yeah. It's coming from in and out. And we're step a certain amount of feet, X. Step another set of feet, X. And all those X's, the dude confirmed, was the water for the piping. Why they just didn't have a straight thing is beyond me, but I mean, they also had a little creak in the thing too. And that. And then there's also, what's it? D4, or is that D5? It's either D4 or D5 has a building, which I think they have water there. You have the bathrooms. You have the water fountain. But you would think there would be, okay, they're all this way back over that way. But yeah, it was like weird. But every time I hit on this with an X, I talked to the dude, and the dude was like, "Yep, that's another one." And like I said, it kept on going. Oh, someone I know on the game system. It's fine. I mean, being a skeptic and that's fine. That's understandable. I mean, look, there's people out there that will scam. But here's my one for you. Now, can they see air? Now, I'll give you. They eventually came up with an idea and a way, and it worked to test for air or wind, however you want to do it. But before all that, they couldn't find. Hey, it's just air. It's wind. It blows. Yeah. So that said, and even a lot of stuff. Well, if you want, I'm not saying go buy them. Same thing with the pendulums. Pendulums, I won't do it just in case you come to a spirit. But if you want to find water, get the dowsing rods. I got these. One, if you would ever ghost hunt or something, it couldn't be counted against you. Like, all it is literally metal, and here's a wood for a handle. I mean, if you had it the other way, it's awkward. So I would just, that's why I got this one. So the other ones I've seen is basically, here's your rod. Now take off the wood up here, right? It's just the rod. So you would hold it, same way you're doing it now, or I'm doing it. And yeah, now there's people that don't have, what is it, magnetism or something like that. Like their field is small, but then you got people that is long. And this person had I don't know, 5 or 6 people, not counting himself. And he had a spot with the hose going and the water was running. And every time when it got to that spot where it was running, X. Now, you had people as they're walking up because of their field that it would go closer, 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 and then it would do the X, more of an X. But like it would go in there. Some people would be at times would like that. So yeah, I mean, eh, well, I understand that. Like I said, look, I'm not saying go buy these. If you want to do them and try it, just for humoring yourself, then do it. I got them from Amazon. This particular ones. I just thought about getting another one just in case, But I'm not saying go buy them unless you want to. Um, with I, but I will tell you, you can get the pendulums, these ones. But if you're just gonna want to do water and stuff, maybe see if you can find, I don't know, if you go fishing, you want to try to find a lure that washed up, or yeah, like I found lures time to time with these, but I really haven't really done it that much. They're mostly used like for water and nowadays ghost hunting. They're not used for. No, I'm talking about. I mean, you probably could, but I'm talking about more like if you're on land and you're on. You know how people go fishing and maybe their tackle box opened up, or they might have dropped on the way back a lure or uh, um, some kind of a bait or whatever like that. I'm talking about more plastic baits than a worm, a real worm. It's possible you might find it, um, but it's also possible you might not find it. So, but then that matters on your, probably what you're looking for. If you're like, I want to look for lures, fishing equipment, like lures and stuff. Could it pick up on the stuff? Yeah. I mean, they picked up on criminals back in the day. So, that, in itself, the history of young, that's interesting. Um, yeah, they use them nowadays for. Oh, I understand that, and thank you. Thank you. Hey, Caden. Hi, Caden the goat. The man is saying hi. Um. So yeah, yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Uh. Um. I understand, being skeptic and all that, and that's actually a good thing. And I don't judge. You're right, young. I don't judge. Ryan C. Uh, yeah. Uh, Ryan C. How old are you? 36. Yeah, young. Oh, I was just. Um, yeah. I can just imagine how long Jay's gonna be loving this video when he gets a chance. The person I'm talking about is a friend on the game system. And yeah, he does watch my videos. So it takes time for him to watch like a long video. That's what? More than maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It will take him. Oh, this is going to take him. Yeah, like generally what? 20, 30 minutes. And he has to do it in parts, I think. So this long video is going to get him good. He's like, dude, that's a. What the hell, man? So yeah, I can't wait for him to see it. Dude. Hey, I'm only a year older than you. But but yeah, no, I'm trying to think what else. Uh yeah, I'm trying to think now because I think I already let him know, if he's doing the ghost hunting probably won't be a good idea. Just do very. Hey, just to let you know, buddy, you're gonna have gray. I'm gonna have white. I should already know. I already had it happen to me. Yeah, yeah, I had, but it was my beard, and it was under stress. But so, and I know this is gonna sound stupid, but every time I saw it, I plucked the damn thing out. I plugged that. I'm like, pull this. This is coming out. I don't need it. Now I'm thinking to myself, man, maybe I should have kept it in there. Oddly enough. But but yeah, nah. But this is to anyone that is sort of do like ghost hunting, spirit hunting, whatever. Be respectful. Um, Try to be safe. If you come across something that is bad, go see a priest. Um, ask for a blessing. Yeah. Um, and you're gonna probably it matters on what it is. If there's definitely attachment in that, you're probably gonna go for an exorcism. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the way it generally gets handled on things. But not if you're gonna be using these for like trying to find water and stuff, you know, do that. That's fine. As long as you're not ghost hunting with them, you should be fine. Um, let's see what else. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, yeah, I already talked about that one. But you're right. Just in case people missed out, Matt, you do want to apologize. Now if they think your apology's not genuine, well, you're gonna figure out the hard way. Um, Now, could these things bring in a demon? Yes. Um, but if you're generally respectful and everything, um, not trying to, yeah, they can follow you home. They can also, like I said, they can send a demon after you. Um, so you want to be, yeah, they can. I want to say conjure, but the conjuring part would probably be maybe not the right term. Yep, that's definitely true, man. Um, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, the spirits can follow you. Um, I mean, I fish. I've done that. I've gone to the gun range and shoot. Um, I dealt with my own things. Yeah. Now, if you're like a little kid, and that, uh, unless, I mean, if it was another little kid, I don't even know. I mean, it probably matters on the grave or spirit. No, yeah. If they realize like he's a little kid, it's uh, especially 5, they're gonna like be okay. This is a little kid. And he's not trying to be disrespectful or anything like that. Now, yeah, you're right. They're young. It's like you didn't know better, and yeah. Um, now, it if you did have one, we'll say, and it happened to be a little kid's, unfortunately, gravestone. Uh, Sad to say, um, you could have a little friend that will love to play with you for many, many years. But um, then you could have the other spirits hold that spirit back, or little kid spirits back, so that way it's like, hey, no, leave him alone or her alone, and that. Now, spirits, you know, and I'm not talking about the alcohol. I'm talking actual spirits. Like I said, they're mostly benign. They're not gonna bug you or try to harm you. Now, it's possible if someone's gonna try to hurt you and they're there, yeah, they'll probably deal with that. They'll do whatever they're gonna want to do. They're not. They're probably not. Well, probably matters on the situation, but I doubt they're gonna kill someone. Now, if it warranted to that effect, yeah, any like a good spirit, bad spirit, a demon. I mean, probably even an angel could touch you. They're young, but it's like more. They got their thing in that. So, like Matt is saying, demons feed on fear. If you're scared, it will know and will toy with you and torture you till you have gone insane. It's been documented and has been many cases of it. There's also ones where they have killed too, if I'm not mistaken, Matt. I definitely know there's some spirits that done it. And here's the thing: there's been spirits that have killed, but generally they're bad to begin with. So And there's probably some later on. It's like, look, I'm not getting respect, or maybe not respect to be the right one, but um, where they turn evil. I bet best way I guess to go with it. Um, so when that happens, yeah, you're gonna have to have a priest, pretty much, or someone that knows what they're doing. Could possibly get rid of whatever it's doing, you know, interfering. But a lot of the times, yeah, that's gonna be a demon. Now, um, like I said, spirits are generally benign. Now, I'm pretty sure, like I said, if someone's gonna come and hurt you and that, and uh, and a spirit's there, they're sorry about the yawning. They'll probably intervene, at least try to at the very top of it, at the very least. Now, if you were bad and everything, and that, uh, and it's like, hey, look, karma, dude. That, that could be a thing. But if you're solid good all the way around, or most of it, and you truly didn't do anything wrong, and you're being harmed, they're there. They have a more of you have a chance of them probably helping you on things. Now, there's been documented where there was a spirit, and it was literally, I'm not kidding you, young, um, that was actually protecting the family, and they brought a medium in, and that, and there's or a team, and the medium's like, look, this is what's going on, because at the time there was no bad spirits. So the spirit's saying, okay, here's this, and person, I forget the girl's name. She's a nice spirit. She's, nice. Now, um, demons can look like whoever the spirit might be, or a loved one, or like that. That can be done, but generally, um, no, I'm trying to think of what the point. But generally, they're they're their own things. Um, so if you, yeah, the animal horror, you're right. Um, those one for what is it? The Tate murders. One of where the girl was pregnant and all that. Even though it happened, uh, like the neighbor's house, to this person, the people actually took residence that were murdered over there. Um, so yeah, so if you do ghost hunt and that, yeah, there's risk. Now, I'm not saying um go ghost hunting to make it a sport or anything like that. No, I mean, if you want to check it out and talk to them, that like that, be nice, be friendly. You still have to watch out, because there's possible, like, they might be a demon there. Um, but generally, it matters on the circumstances. Now, if you're nice and everything, and you're not being disrespectful, you're pretty much good. I know. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Thank you. Um, you know, and that's fine too. Um, if if you do have something that does happen, matters on what it is there, Aries. Um, if it's not gonna, if the spirit is or spirits are not harming you or yeah, yeah, but the quickest way to become a believer is unfortunately have something happen. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's. I mean, it's good, bad. Hopefully, it's good if it ever happens. But if you, yeah, but if you turn around and if you do decide to get those dowsing rods, either test for the water or not, and you want to try the ghost hunting, just be careful. I would say probably the safest thing is probably just look for water, um, type of deal. Um, yeah, young. I would not touch a Ouija board. I would not use a Ouija board. If I see a Ouija board, I'm taking it out, especially if it's in my apartment. I'm taking it out and I'm getting rid of that damn thing. Um, yeah. Um, nah. So, young. So basically, a Ouija board is think of you're gonna make a phone call, right? Now you don't know who's on the other side of the phone. Okay. Are you gonna invite them over to your house? Yeah, just a random guy. Okay. So you have more of a chance if you mess with a Ouija board to have a demon come in. And, well, you're using that spirit box or the Ouija board. So that's what's going to do it. Right. I would not try that at all. The Ouija board, like I said, I would never try young. I would never mess with it. Um, I even felt actually pissed when my ex tried to say um, dowsing rods were, or I was counting them as that. That's a tough choice because they're both good. I worked at one of them, and Samuel, if he, Matt, you already know where I worked. So I worked at McDonald's. So um, I can tell you how many 10 ones and 4 ones. So, and 6 ones. So 10 ones are your regular patty, little small patty. So yeah. So actually, I would go with Arby's for the curly fries, dude, because I do love the curly fries. But I mean, both sides have good fries. So the 10 one are the smaller ones, and then the 4 ones are a little bit bigger. Now, time to time, at McDonald's, we'll have the 6 one, and they're like about that big, give give or take. You know, they're bigger. Um, I've cooked those. I've pretty much cooked anything there. I even put down fries. Oh, that's all right, Matt. Yeah, curly fries. I love my curly fries. Um, but both sides have. I mean, they have good fries. McDonald's and Burger King have good fries. So you was were that's yeah, succubus. Um, well, I think I got one for you. No, I was gonna say that, young. Um, you heard of Lilith, right? No, she might be a succubus. I could be wrong, but lullaby, Lilith be gone. It, yeah, lullaby. That was for Lilith be gone. I forget the because you sing a lullaby, so Lilith would leave if she was there. Yes. So yeah, so that's how that one is. Now, is Lilith a succubus? I don't know. I mean, I might be able to find the answer, but as far as I know now, nah. Now, um, is there spirits? Has there been spirits that has gotten a little bit intimate on either sex? Yes. Oh yeah, inappropriate touching. Yeah. So yeah, there's some ghosts that has done that. It's been it's has happened. Yes. Now I've had never had it happen to me. I don't know. I mean, I would say, you know what? I don't know. I mean, it's getting in the middle right now. But I mean, for typically, um, spirits don't do that kind of stuff. You might have, um, maybe a girlfriend, wife, whatever, fiance that might have passed, and she might, you know what? I'm gonna stay with him, and she might be, you know, doing the regular stuff and all that in the bedroom and out of the bedroom. I mean, that could have happened. But you got others that think like Creepy Joe, or yeah, I was gonna say Creepy Joe for Joe Biden, but I mean, there's probably a creepy uncle or whatnot. Anyhow, a creepy family member, friend, whatever, that might have passed. We'll see. Unfortunately, today. Okay. Many, many, many moons later, years, everyone passed. Now he could still creepy Joe. Yeah, I thought you would get a kick out of it. So, he might be creeping, uh, in the bedroom, so to speak. So, no, a lot of times that happens. A lot of people obviously don't like that. Now, if it was like, say, if it was your girlfriend or whatnot, it passed, And I mean, you want her to be happy you know wherever she wants to go. If she wants to stay with you, all right. If she wants to move on, then fine. Um, but I don't think other than I mean I've known this happen, but other than me witnessing it, me going through it, no. Yep. If you want to message me on Facebook or I mean I think you still have my cell phone. It's the same number. Have a nice night, Matt. 'Cause I'm about ready to go to bed too, dude. But but yeah. Now, when it comes to like I said, and I know I sound like a broken record, but we'll say if you got a spirit upset, apologize. Um, and they may forgive you, may not. But if they're aggressive, if it was warranted, understandable. If it wasn't warranted, yeah, you need to get them out. Um, there was one I remember. It was off in Ghost Hunter. Some people were say they're gonna provoke a response. Well, think about this. Think if you pester Grandpa and started with him, or someone, we'll say, maybe not you, but someone else, not a family member, not a friend, would pester Grandpa. Grandpa's gonna be pissed, which we can agree. That's understandable. You're getting bugged and prodded and poked. You, you know, you're a spirit. You're however old, and then when you pass, before you pass, you're however old, and now you're there, and people are pestering you and starting picking a fight with you, and all that, and you're like, mother effer, please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand that now. I'm gonna have that in my head. Thanks, but yeah, no. The only reason why I'm doing this, I obviously, I didn't have my daughter today. I should be seeing her Sunday, so I might have Matt come over tomorrow or whatnot, and we can talk. Obviously be quiet enough where we're not bothering people. Um, but yeah, no, there's that. Um, I'm gonna have to get to bed, man. I'm like tired as hell. But we just can't forget about Joe Biden being in the White House now. Or should I say, Creepy Joe? I was waiting for this to go smart Alec. But yeah, no, on a serious note, I if you see anything strange or, weird like that, yeah, I'm about ready to go to bed. Hi, Fortnite kid. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure Plus, on top of that, I gotta go to the bathroom too. So, um, so if you guys have any questions and that, just comment down below, and that I can answer it and everything. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, there's a lot of things I could probably come up with. I am going to be doing the cooking as well. I was planning to do a sauce, but my daughter decided she didn't want to do it. Yeah, Rudy? Nice chatting to you too, Aries. If you guys like the content, like and subscribe if you want, or hit the like. And have a nice day. Also, if you have any comments, like I said, just pop them down. All right. Like I said, have a nice day. And don't do anything I wouldn't do.